Hi, welcome to my faith moment this Wednesday. Now, the thing about having family here and having a baby here, my third grandson here, that's second grandson here, is there's nowhere to sit anywhere or be anywhere to do a faith moment. So I thought it's as easy to sit in the car as anywhere. So if you can hear the rain, too bad, because it's raining again. I'm calling this faith moment my Burton's suit. It's based on Ephesians 2 verse 10. For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus, which God prepared beforehand that we should do. That's got to be wrong, those words. Let's get it right. For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus, to do good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should do. Now that was the version of the Bible that I learnt along with my other verses some time ago. I learnt it by changing the we to I, and then it becomes a faith statement. I am God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do the good works which He prepared beforehand for me to do. Now the thing is, I've been looking at a new way of looking at verses in Bible Gateway. You know, this free thing that you can get on the internet, where I always thought you could put in a verse like Ephesians 2, but I used to put V10 and it never worked. And then I suddenly realised you put Ephesians 2 ... a colon 10. Magic. You can have all the Bible versions of that verse. So I got fascinated with this, and I came across one version which really lit my life up for a moment, because I am God's woven fabric, His masterpiece. You see, that word workmanship comes from the Greek poiemia. Poiemia. It's like woven craftsmanship. It's like clothing woven together. And I had this picture of I am this masterpiece. I mean, I look at myself now and I think, oh, do I have to look at myself? I'm getting past it. But God, you see, sees me different. He sees you differently. We are a masterpiece. We are woven garments that He's so chuffed to walk round in. Do you know, when the God of this world, my Father in heaven, walks round, He's clothed with me, a masterpiece. He's clothed with you, a masterpiece. And for some reason or other, I sat thinking about it, and I suddenly started to think of something I hadn't thought of for years. When I was at the grammar school, I started off wearing shorts. And then I got to the next year up, and I was allowed to wear long trousers. And I got my first pair of grey long trousers, and it was fantastic. But for some reason or other, I had to have a suit for some family occasion. And in those days, you used to go to Burton's, the tailors, and they would measure you up. Inside leg, 29 and a half. I always remember that the first time. But you see, they were personally made up in Leeds, and you got the suit 4 or 5 weeks later, all made to measure, specially for you. And that first suit of mine, I remember putting it on. It was sort of navy blue. It had turn-ups, I remember that. Slim fit. Well, I didn't have any stomach then, you know, it was just slim fit of a rugby player. It's an incredible feeling walking around in it. If ever I was to do a John Travolta strut, it was when I got that suit. But I'm being serious now. The whole thing is leading up to something. I feel the Lord's put this before me. And he showed me the other verse. You know it so well. James 1 verse 22. Be doers of the word, not merely hearers. And then he said to me, the trouble is, most of the time, you're trying to do the word. The word trying means that you haven't enough faith in it to believe that it'll work. Do the word. That's what it says. Do the word. Get on with it. Speak to things and expect them to happen, instead of trying it out for years and not quite expecting it to happen, but thinking you've still got to do it anyhow. My approach has been wrong. It's interesting. I really feel the Lord spoke to me this week about this. So we'll see where we go. There you are, your 7 minutes is up, and here it is, still throwing it down. God bless.